Kim Kardashian is a billionaire today. And she's, by the way, still selling sex. I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. And I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse. She's a body without a soul. She is so emblematic of the society that we live in today, that if you are willing to degrade yourself, if you are willing to denigrate yourself, then our society, our American society, will give you more, right? How much are you willing to show us of your body? How much are you willing to give us of your daughter's body? That is the price of fame, and she did it. So no, it is not an exaggeration to say that Hollywood is satanic, because what could possibly be more satanic than that? What could possibly represent a more incestuous, if you will, relationship than a mother viewing her daughter's body, having sex, and selling it? This is where we're at. This is why we tell you not to follow the Hollywood types. This is why you should not allow your children to idolize Hollywood. This is why you should skip the Emmys, and you should skip the Grammys, and you should skip every other show. Because the people that are receiving these statues, this form of idolatry, I will do anything for the statue. I will do anything for fame. I will abort my child. I will sell my child. You tell me what I have to do. These are not the people that we should be following.
Candace Owens, where is your voice on this? Where is your voice? Kanye West and Bianca Censori, whatever her name is, Censori, he has her out here almost pretty much butt naked. There you have it.
What can she possibly do next year? Okay. What can she do to more extravagant and stupid? What can she do next year?
Yeah, it's sick. And it's actually pornography. It's tantamount to pornography. All right, that's number one. Number two, Candace has been calling out everybody under the sun in pop culture, in politics. She put out the Daily Wire. She has been blasting them for I don't know how long. She's just was talking about them last week for their treatment of the young girl. I forget her name.
The one that left the show.
Right, the one who left the show. And she has not said one thing about the despicable things that Kanye West has been doing. He has been gallivanting this woman around the world, half naked, and we see here she was naked. Everything was out. She was butt naked. And a little boy was watching. Not only that, but this thing, we blurred it out just for respect, but there are many of the news organizations and social media did not blur
it out. As it is. Yeah, they just showed the whole thing.
As it was. This man, she has had him on her show. She has defended him. All of the nasty things he has said, everything, she has always defended him. She is supposed to be this person that stands for modesty, that stands for truth, that stands for, against this type of stuff. And she has not said one word. So what's going on? That's what I want to know. And I'm a huge fan. I agree with her on most things. I love the broadcast she brought forward just on Friday, exposing the Macrons and the pedophilia that they have been pushing among other elites. Where is it on Kanye? That's what I want to know. Because if she doesn't speak out about it, to me, she's a hypocrite. And I've been saying that for a long time. That's just my perspective. That's just how I feel. He's in media. He's a mainstream public person. He was trying to say like he was a Christian for a while ago. We can see clearly this man has some type of issue, and it's disgusting. And she should call him out. She should call him out. So we'll wait. That's just my 2 cents.
I don't understand I'll say many of these Hollywood types. Weren't they also supporting this Me Too movement? Sexual abuse. Why are they not jumping on Kanye? They're both adults. I don't know Bianca's mental state or whatever, but I mean, in any other event, any other arena, this would be tantamount to sexual abuse or sexual harassment, whatever, human trafficking, whatever you want to call it, right? But yet they all applauding this. And it made me think, Tyrone, this made me think. We idolize these people. When we were younger, we didn't have all of these digital formats and social media. We had maybe a TV or 2 TVs in the house. Maybe one of them may have been black and white before they turned over to color. So we didn't even see all of this stuff that goes on in Hollywood or in these people's lives. We were excited once a year or once a quarter or whatever to see the Academy Awards or the Grammys. And, that was fine because all we had to do during the rest of the year was listen to the music or go to the movies once in a while to see a good movie. That was it. We didn't know all this other stuff was going on in their lives, except for maybe a book might come out every now and then. But this is part of the social media. Kanye and Bianca literally get to show their asses, and it's applauded.
Yeah.
We should note, again, you and I have said this in the air many times, there is no evidence that Joe Biden was, involved in any wrongdoing.
Of course, want to note that there is no evidence that Joe Biden or Hunter Biden has done anything wrong. I just want to reiterate.
And let's be clear for the viewers.
There is no evidence Biden did anything wrong.
Governor, you got a second?
Literally talking to the president right now to specifically answer the question of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Can I hear it? Can I hear your call? Because I don't believe it.
This is why independent media is so important. Thanks to people like you, patriots who love America and stand for truth, we're making a difference. Together, we've turned them off, called them out for their lies and propaganda, and held them accountable for their disdain for God-fearing, freedom-loving Americans like us. But we can't stop here. It's time to take action with our dollars. Let's make 2025 the year we double down on our commitment to values-driven choices. Vote with your dollars. Support Made in America. Back companies that honor our families, faith, and country. We found an exciting way to make this switch, and we want you to join us. Check out www.popandswitch.com and click Yes, I Want to Make the Switch. It's that easy. It's time to walk away from corporations like BlackRock and Vanguard that undermine our principles. Let's invest in America. Let's support businesses that share our love for this country. You don't have to take on everything at once, but you can start here. Join us in making this one small yet powerful step. Visit www.popandswitch.com. Click the link and schedule a call with our team to learn how you can make the switch. Together, we can create real change.
But KJ, it's the same thing that happens in all places in Hollywood. You look at Oprah and Weinstein. She has yet to call him what he was. They're friends, and she's taken, quote unquote, the quiet route, so she's not caught up in his stuff. And maybe Candace has taken that same tact with Kanye. But when you take a look at the history of these award shows, every year there's a woman or two who's so close to naked. That little boy, I'm sure he was on his computer with his friends, on his cell phone with his friends. I just saw a butt naked lady out in front of whoever's kid he is, probably had to sit him down and say, look, women don't dress like that. Typically, this is some high art, some high fashion, trying to explain it away. However, these shows come on prime time. This is not late night TV. Exactly.
And
think back to Sierra when she had on Next to Nothing, and her husband purport to be the highest order of Christians, and people came after him, and he said, this is my wife. She was on my arm. It should be okay. She has a beautiful body. This is what God made. And I'm sure Kanye is going to take that same tact when people ask him why his wife was out here showing all the goods at a public event and giving this little boy either the thrill or the nightmare of his life. We don't know which, because you can't tell by the expression on his face. He looked a little shocked.
Imagine
that little boy reminded me of.
Yeah,
that little boy reminded me of the kid in the book. The Emperor has no clothes.
Has no clothes. Yep.
Everybody's saying, "Oh, Bianca!" All the journalists, "Oh, Bianca, you're beautiful," and he's looking like, "No, she's naked." You know, like that's
Right.
just it. I mean,
naked.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
it's getting worse every year. You know, I remember when they used to just be people who had like leather clothing, like tight leather, and that because Kanye, when he first brought her out, he had her wrapped up in some kind of plexi or something. But they always do something that's a little left of center. And I get that that's his creativity. She's said to be his muse, and that's where they were kind of going with that. But I think in this environment where the country is trending more traditional, they missed the mark.
Yeah. Absolutely.
One more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing.
I think it should be outlawed personally.
Why?
Because we know it's illegal to give pornography to a child.
Absolutely.
Now we have gone into the digital age. Everything is newspapers are gone, really. Everything is digital. And this stuff is pretty much pornography is out here on the internet for any child, young person to see. And I think that it should be against the law to allow this type of stuff on the mainstream media and things like that. It should not be. It should be against the law. And you know, it's illegal to give. If I had a paper magazine and I gave it to a little boy like that, showing all this stuff, it would be illegal. Why isn't it illegal to put it online?
I don't know, but one more thought that just came to my mind. As creative, as talented, and I'm using that broadly speaking for all of these Hollywood types. It's interesting that no matter how successful they are in their own craft, in their own field, they still vie for more and more attention. Getting the accolades and awards, rightly deserved, whatever, in their own craft, things that they put out, things that they've worked hard on, that's not enough. They still have to go whatever extra to get more and more attention. It's really sad. It's really sad.
Oh, it's occult. It's all by design. It's not them wanting attention necessarily. This is the puppet masters pulling the strings. This is for people. They do this to push an agenda. You know, if we allow this enough, then everybody's going to be walking around naked. You see how they push the envelope year after year. They do something more and more bold because they know nobody's going to say anything. They continue to push this stuff. And then now it's mainstream. So like you said, before this stuff used to be on late night. For somebody to do like something like that, it used to be on late night. Now it's on prime time TV for everybody to see. And this is what the occult does. This is what their agenda is. And unfortunately, they are getting it. They're getting this agenda across. And they don't talk, and they're doing this and don't talk about other stuff.